Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we are looking at Golgari Phyerexians, sort of. So, why am I running this deck? I wanted to try out this card and this card. These are both really fun cards, so we want to give them a go. So Vorinclex is a 5 costing legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor, 6/6 trample reach. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 2 forest cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. You could pay 8, exile Vorinclex, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery. So you can't do it in response to them trying to kill Vorinclex, for example. Bear in mind that if you pay the 8 and then they instant speed kill Vorinclex, you don't get to transform him either. The grand evolution is a saga, mill 10 cards, put up to 2 creature cards from among the mill cards onto the battlefield. The reason that I think this pairs quite nicely with Sheoldred is that when Sheoldred comes in, each opponent has to sack a creature or planeswalker. So we've kind of got creatures that can destroy things when they come in, like Sheoldred. We've got creatures that have other effects when they come in, which we'll go through in a second. So we can use this as a kind of like bit of a bang to assault our opponent with. 2 is distribute 7 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. 3, until end of turn, creatures you control get 1. This creature fights target creature you don't control. Then you exile it and get Vorinclex back. So that's kind of could be useful in like a grindy, creature versus creature board. We could just pair ours all off, in the right size order. So if we've got a 6/6, we pair that against their 5/5. We use it as almost like a board wipe if we've got enough creatures out. Bear in mind our creatures should be big because we've just put 7 1/1 counters on them. We're running 2 of those. We're running 3 of Sheoldred, which I think is slightly better than Vorinclex. This is a 4/5 menace, legendary Phyrexian Praetor. When she enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. Non-token is quite nice. If someone's got like a Heart Sheoldred's Hive or Wedding Announcement, they can't just sack one of the junk they get off that. They have to sack something of value normally. 5, exile Sheoldred, then return it to the battlefield, transform under its own control, activate only as a sorcery, and only if opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. So we need our opponent to have a certain amount in their graveyard for this, which we don't really have a great synergy with. We do have quite a bit of removal in the deck, being black, but then Sheoldred's always in a black deck, right? So that can be a limiting factor in flipping Sheoldred. The true scriptures is 1, for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature or opponent that play. Target creature or planeswalker that player controls. So we get to pick for this one. Obviously, on her front side, we don't pick, they choose what they sack. On this side, we get to pick something. 2, each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. Discard 3 is a pretty strong effect, I would say. Particularly if you play this on turn 5, opponent likely has under like 5 cards in their hand, probably like 1 to 3 cards. So you're normally emptying your opponent's hand. You then put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. So everything that they had to discard, everything that they milled, everything that we have had in the graveyard, all comes back onto the battlefield under our control. That is a very powerful effect, obviously. And then we get Sheoldred back and they have to sack their blocker, so it's crazy. Okay, what are we pairing this with? The other new card is the Grafted Butcher. Now this fits very well into low curve Phyrexian decks because of its Lord effect, so it gives other Phyrexians +1/+1, and when it enters the battlefield, Phyrexians you control gain menace until end of turn. It's a 2/2 for 2. Now this is non-legendary, so we can have multiple of these. What I want to see here is does it fare well in a slightly more mid-rangey Phyrexian deck, which I have a feeling it will. Because of the menace thing, if we draw this later on, we play it, we give our big Phyrexians menace. Now I know this Sheoldred already has menace, but this one doesn't, this doesn't, this doesn't, this doesn't, so there's plenty of things for it to give menace to. It has 4, sacrifice an artifact or creature and return Grafted Butcher from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Now, most things that bring something back from the graveyard bring it intact, but because we're sacrificing something, I guess we don't have to here. So if Grafted Butcher gets taken out early on, we could bring it back and give all of our creatures +1/+1 and menace for that turn, which is very nice. A bit of a bomb card as well as a sort of ongoing grafty lord. So these are our new cards. Actually, we are also playing 1 Polukranos Reborn. This is the 3 costing 4/5 reach legendary Hydra. It's not technically a Phyrexian until we transform it, and then it becomes a 6/6 reach lifelink. The reason for this really is it's kind of anti-mono red tech, because it's for 3, a 4/5, which we can later give lifelink. It's got reach, so nothing's getting past it. None of those little Phoenix chicks or the new Phoenix. And then we can eventually give it some lifelink. It's not my favourite card from the set, but I think it's worth including a 1 of in this type of deck. The rest of the deck is more Phyrexians. 3 of the old Sheoldred I won't go through. 2 Evolved Spinoderm, so just to remind people what this is, it's a 4 costing 5/5 that comes in with 4 oil counters on it. It has trample as long as it has 2 or few, otherwise it has hexproof. So for the first 2 turns you have hexproof, for the next 2 you have trample basically, and then you have to sack it. Note that there's quite a nice interaction that if we're getting close to having to sack this, we can sack it and bring a butcher out of our graveyard, so it can still have use even when it's close to the end of its life. Glissa times 3. Glissa just all-round powerhouse with its first strike death touch. 1 Gix for a bit of draw. 4 Evolving Adaptive. So this is a little Phyrexian that comes in as a 1/1, but for every creature that has a higher toughness or power that comes in, it grows. We've got the Scrapgorgers, which have 3 toughness, so they'll always grow it. This has 3/3. This is a 4/5, 5/5, 6/6. This thing can grow basically through the whole game if the opponent doesn't answer it. So it's actually, yeah, it's pretty powerful, especially once we give it Menace when we drop the Butcher. Note there's a bit of a nombo between the Butcher and this, because this will be a 1/1 on turn 2 if we play this. This comes in making this a 2/2, and therefore it doesn't get to put an extra oil counter on itself, which is a little bit annoying. We're then running Cut Downs, Go for the Throats, and Tear Asunders to deal with our opponent's stuff. So it's only 5 destroy spells, plus this can remove anything if we pay 4 for it, or just artifacts or enchantments if we pay 2, but we do also have 3 Sheoldreds which force people to sack stuff, so overall we've got a fair amount of removal. And then we are running 26 lands. Because of our curve, you know, we have quite a few 5 drops. Our average is 2.7, so 26, 25 feels about right. We may or may not be running too many, but that's our deck. Let's see how the sort of mid-range Phyrexian fun time goes. Let's get some games. Come on in. Can Golgari be good? I reckon so. I reckon we've got something. Okay, 1, 3, 5 drops. Only odd numbers this time. Dimir, Bankbuster. Ah, there's a 2-drop. See, like in the low curve decks, this is just a bomb. In the higher curve decks, it's just fun. Okay, they're going to land screw themselves to not face that. Not the second time. No. You found one then, did you? That's nice. Hopefully they start trying to play creatures or planeswalkers and then we just Sheoldred them to death. This could work well. If they don't play anything, we're going to just be a bit meh. Do we play this just as a threat? Or do we save it as a removal? Because we've got such good you know, momentum. I think we'll play it. It's a 5/6 menace. We'll keep the other one, obviously. Okay. Wow. We've really drawn those. We've only got 3 in the deck. And we got all of them. 3 cards in their graveyards. They're not quite 8, but pressure. But I feel like it's partly because they tried to screw us by not land drawing themselves. I mean, that's a wild decision, but we'll take it. All right. We need a bit more of a challenge than that. Sorry, last friend, but I'm sure we will get more of a challenge. 2, 3, 4. We haven't got a double green, but that's probably fine. Uh-oh, mono red on the draw. Here's the challenge we didn't want. I feel like if we play against mono red and we're on the play, we'll be absolutely golden. And also, we've got cut downs in the deck, which we never have against mono red in our hand. I feel like that's just a given. If you're against mono red, you will not draw your cut downs. If you're playing against like a control deck, you'll always draw your cut downs. Okay. I'm guessing that they've got loads of removal in their hand. We've got 2 Glissas, and this should slow them up if we can survive to that point. given it's got hexproof. Yeah, not a huge surprise, is it? Quite a lot of land coming out. 7 in the top 11. If we could slow the land up, please, deck. We're going to need some answers. Yeah. Raiju is an ouch. We won't be attacking at this point. Thing is, we're just going to die to burn at 4 life. We need a Sheoldred, little Sheoldred, which we have 3 of in the deck, so it is possible to find. That's our only life gain, I believe, outside of a transformed Polukranos. Interesting that they must have another adversary in their hand to be doing that. Otherwise they're giving up the chance of flashing back for lethal. Alright. Not much point attacking with Glissa. I mean, we can remove a counter from this, but it's actually a perfect blocker, so... do we swing with this? We've still got 3. They can't... they could, like... play a land, play with fires to the face, and then get squee out the graveyard. That would put us on 2. They would be attacking with 4 creatures. Okay, we'd be alive. Let's attack. Because if we get 10, we can now present lethal, so they can't chip away. Not that I feel like they would be, but... uh-oh, now they bring squee back and we lose. If they know, if they realise. Yeah, they do realise. Shit, I misplayed. Didn't think about the lightning bolt possibility. Lightning strike. I think we were going to lose anyway. We had to top deck a Sheoldred, but we didn't have to lose that turn. Damn. What that interestingly showed is that the Spinoderm is actually pretty good against mono red. I mean, if we can get it, if we were on the play, that would have completely blocked them up. Look, I mean, this would be great against it as well, because we'd have a couple of little blockers that would grow. Yeah, you just never get what you need in the games you need it. We didn't see any Evolved Adaptives or Armored Scrapgorgers, both of which would have been ideal against mono red, but hey, hey, hey. Wormlet. Let's play that. We can get away with a cheeky attack here. We haven't got the triple green, so we have now. Bing bing. Or 5 reach for 3. It's just such a nice board gummer, right? It just gums the board up so well. That's alright. I think using up a combat trick or like a protection spell as a combat trick like that for a 1-drop is fine with us. Interesting. It could give them a load of draw. Sheoldred's pretty nice against them though. If we Sheoldred and then transform this the turn after, like if this is a Polukranos for example, where it could be in a bit more trouble. Clay Champion. Interesting. Gain life with it as well. Obviously sack the Wormlet. Have you got more creatures to keep this train rolling? Probably. Let's see what else they would have. Okay, that's not a creature. The lower they oh, they got a fight spell? Yeah. That's actually fine. No creature would be ideal for us. We'll take the 9. And so there's no spell that doubles the power, right? Because that would be bad for us. Play this first to tick up the adaptive. Champion down. No amount of protection spell is going to do that. Each opponent, it's not even target opponent. That's going to hurt. And now, yeah. Now trouble for you. So this is the problem with these support spells, is they're great as long as you've got the stuff to go with them. I've tried making decks around them myself, but it's hard in this meta. Okay. 92 versus 92. On the play, we've got an absolute truckload of land. That's fine, I think. As long as we do stop drawing them at some point. We've got stuff to discard, bro. That's not an issue. Something for you to destroy. Spinoderm will go, I'm sure. Unless they don't want their throat gone for. Yeah. Well, we can get it back. If we clear the path for Glissa, then we can definitely draw a card, so. Oof, more land. Gonna transform and see that I've got only land. Nope. Oh, God. We're gonna jump with it as well. Goodness. Obviously, we'll Takenuma in their turn and get something back. Maybe we'll get Glissa back. Spinoderm is nice, but given that they have Invoked Despair, Spinoderm loses some of its value. Yeah, made the right call for a change. Let's just see what they're going to give us first. Okay, so we've currently got 7. Is that right? No. Yeah, 7. So play your land next turn and we can flip Vorinclex if he's alive. Didn't think they wanted that to happen. Okay, removal, 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 removal. Can't do anything with this. I mean, how have we got so much land? I know we got some with Vorinclex, but damn. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that, my friend. I don't think we'll be giving you anything off that. Just so much land! This is insane! Like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands in 23. Like, just put them all down in case we get another Vorinclex. What is this? What is this? Nice. Maybe this is what we need. What? Seriously? What? 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. Top 28. Flip me. Problem is they're going to find an Invoke Despair eventually. They've already used 2 and they're only halfway through their deck. Problem is if they play a creature with 3 power or greater, we lose because they could power up Bankbuster in response. We've been so... I mean, they've gone through a lot of lands as well, but that's only since they got... Come on! This is actually comedy. We have to get rid of that now so they can't power up a Bankbuster in response. Or is it actually comedy? Do they actually have any creatures?
You won't be outsmarting me.
Odds that this isn't removed are 0. Yeah. There's just no chance it's not getting killed. At least if they make us sack half our lands with Liliana, we've still got enough. They're going to have an Invoke Despair sooner or later. GG. That is just so painful, man. The flood. Are we pulling lands out of our deck and we're still flooding? Like, that's why I thought Vorinclex would have good value, but oof. Gosh. Okay. Oh, still reeling off that last one a bit. No way I'm playing 1 land. No way I'm playing just green land. Oh man, it's just constant land buggery. This is annoying because I'm running 26 lands. It's a decent number for our curve. Yet we either have too many or too little every single game. Should we go back to Hearthstone? Marvel Snap. Just Marvel Snap stream from now on. Nothing else. No. Well, we're down to 1 card. They've got 7. It's not a great position to be in. However, if we do get a Vorinclex or a Sheoldred... What? You got another one of these in hand. Oh, cynical, man. Alright. Vorinclex. I appreciate that they can kill the Butcher, but at least... I know they can't, one of them's already going to flip, unless they've got another one in their hand. So at least they wouldn't gain loads more life. Can't believe we're actually out of cards in turn 3 or 4, whatever it is. Just double mulligan, isn't it? Double mulligan life. Don't you, oh, you can't Invoke Despair this thing. Oh my god. This is anti-red tech, but it's fucking working against us. Yeah, let's do this. Guess we could. Chew through these. Hail the apocalypse. How is this happening? What? You're not gonna block with Sheoldred? What are you doing? What are you doing, you maniac? You played 4 mana as a chump? Oh, we're gonna lose to this player as well. Go on then, invoke despair, invoke despair, invoke despair until we die. I really do despair. Or that. Invoke despair now. Yeah, we'll get through this eventually. Yeah. Can I please not get any more land? They're gonna now hit us for 6, thanks for that. I can't even do it. I actually can't do it. Alright, here we go. I managed to calm myself a little bit after that catastrophe last time. This looks like a much more reasonable hand that we didn't have to double mulligan. Should go down to one of these. It's a Hydra anyway, it's not even Phyrexian until you flip it. Bitch, please. Give me back. What? Lion Sash. What is going on here? Please, what is going on? You're not gonna... What? What are you doing? You're not gonna pay 2 life to do 1 damage, are you? Oh. Ugh. Get smacked. And then we'll put another one. Another one. These things are just so hard to deal with, man. Massive hexproof fuckers. Everyone knows that hexproof is OP. Fine, this one's not hexproof next turn, but it's still a 6/6 trample next turn. What are you going to give you? A Mondrak Indestructible? Sack these 2 creatures? Yeah. Alright, that is legit. One of them's got trample, so... Smash this duelist into the ground. Next turn we can probably just swing team. Transform this, swing team. This will be 6/6 reach lifelink. Okay, maybe not. Actually, I suppose we still can. GG. That's how it's supposed to go, boys and girls. Alright. Let's eat the fish cake. Let's eat them good. Could be good. Could be good indeed. Oh, you'll need to draw a land in 4 turns, whatever it is, so... Oh man, come on. We can play this, given we don't have a turn 3 play, and we haven't drawn a land so far. But odds are we can't cut down whatever they play anyway. Well, most 2-drops we can cut down. I think we'll just hold this back. This is a blocker in Mono Red matchup, right? Because these don't need the power and toughness boost. Okay. That's pretty good. We'll play this, because even if they can remove it... Yeah. We've got another one. And that's a lot of resources for them to remove this, I hope. Like double Lightning Strike, or Lightning Strike plus Flavor Fire, because they got this. Unless they've got something that does 5 damage. That's not going to cut it for you. This is just concede time, really, isn't it? Mono red. Concede. That don't matter, bro. We're dead. You haven't got life gain in mono red. Stop playing, bruv. Stop playing. Pooh! That is mono red, boys and girls. Next one. Could be fun. Let me. Nope. Hello, Mr. Mono Black. Dubrox. Come on, Dobrox. That's a nice little 2-drop for us. Bash. Straight into this as a turn 3 play. Or not. I think we'll just do this. Go for the throat something else and then start doing this. Alright. Okay, we've got a cut down to hold, that's nice. They could probably remove one of these two. Yeah. Now you've got to start putting some creatures down, because can we... Sometimes that stop that they put in place just doesn't work, so I just wanted to make sure. Oh, I forgot to tap my Scrapgorger last turn. That could have been a 3/3 this turn. You never know, they could have some way of casting that from the graveyard. Just going to wait for it to start our turn. This takes its counter off, then kill it. Yeah, massive piles destroy again, and we're just flooding. But it could be worse. We've managed to get rid of a lot of their cards. Bring back Sheoldred maybe. Yeah, search for a card first. I mean, going to 8. The nice thing is with this deck is that we do have some top end. We just need to find it. About 10, well, 10% of our cards are ideal draws. About another 10 are half decent draws. Ouch. We've had 50% land again. We're not running 50% land. I promise I'm not running a 30 land deck. Bing bing bing. Fed up with it. Okay. Anasia. Yeah, steady as ya. Not quite, but okay. Phoenix chick. I've already got so many lands. I don't know how this happens, but it does happen a lot. No. That card, it just suffers to cut down so much. I mean, it was in the same damn set as well. That's why it never saw really good play. So we can go green into this, which should gum up the board, and then we might be able to turn it around. Depends how much damage we take this turn. They've got 5, so could be quite a lot. Okay for now. Thing is, if they ever let us flip that, it's got rifling. Yeah, they won't. Dual spell though. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So flashback lightning strike hit us. They'll sack the chick. We should stabilise next turn. So 6, 8, 9. We'll be on 5 though. Yikes. So if they top deck a burn spell, then they win. Like a lightning strike. We need to gain life. Oh, that also does it. A haste creature with 3 damage. Ouch. Come on, give us a win now, game. Give us a win. Could be. I guess this deck is a little bit annoying in that its weakness is that it has to curve properly. It hasn't got any like fixing. There's no drawing, discarding because there's no Fable, there's no blue. It's actually a bit of a weakness of the deck, and that's why it feels so frustrating to play, I guess, with all the land problems. You imagine that with 26 you could just curve nicely, but you can't. Right, that's not real life. Red, white, Guardian. Okay. You can discard something. Ouch. That was good. Trade this for that. All I really need to do is survive for a bit. And I think we'll outscale whatever Boros is doing. go again. Should lightning strike this, then that will be a 1/1, and then you don't need to bother with whatever you're doing now. Well, we've emptied that hand. Spinoderm is gonna be tough for them. Citizen's Crowbar. Don't see that every day. I admit, this time I probably don't want to block. But no, we won't block. We can survive. Trade 5 for 5. And then soon we can use this as a little trick. Praetor in play. Praetor out of play. Didn't see that one coming actually. Then again, I guess they got the scry going now, so bit annoying. It doesn't matter which one you attack with. Come on, dude. The interface is a bit tricky, I suppose, for this. I can't be too harsh on them. So we're taking 6. Ouch. I'm not even going to say it. 6, 9 lands and 15. Yay. Don't have Angel Fire Ignition. That would be the worst. So we sort of got 2 combat tricks. So let's sort of see if we can make this work. So we block like this. And then we go for the throat. Then they discard the other card in their hand. Which they really don't want to do. They don't want to do it. But they all think, yeah, that's why they didn't want it. They'll think to trade it's worth it. And then we get rid of this. Then all they've done is keep their thing alive for 2 cards. Now, we've only got this for 1 more turn. So do we attack with it? And then bring the Butcher back. Thankfully this doesn't come in time. Why is this land situation happening to me again? Oh, we're dead, because they could just enlist and sack this. Okay, how did we get on? So, in the video, I think we actually lost more than we won. Before I started the video, I won 3, I think, and lost 0. So, the deck was performing well. As you saw on the video, I just got absolutely smashed into the ground by the land, and I think that's the kind of thing that will make me not want to play this kind of deck. Is like there is no card filtering, there is no drawing, so outside of Glissa. So if you don't get what you need, or you get too many lands, or you get not enough lands, you can't fix it. You're just stuck, right? And that is the problem with this type of mid-range deck. I think that is why things like Grixis and things like even Rakdos to an extent are doing a little bit better, because they've got access to Fable, they've got access to blue, so they can use some draw effects, and yeah, that's the difference factor between a Golgari deck and those decks. So yeah, whilst I don't want to harp on about it, I think the land problem and Fable fixing that is a massive reason to run red, basically, in this current meta. And yeah, as you can see, only a 50% win rate is not going to be a winning deck for us. So whilst it was fun to mess around with, and some of the the Praetors are good, I think we need to either play red or play blue in with these colours. So maybe we'll give that a go a little bit later on. Despite this not working out as the best deck ever, I want to thank you all very, very much for watching. Hopefully it was still remotely entertaining watching me get land screwed repeatedly. I don't know how that could be entertaining, but I'm sure some sick person will find that fun somewhere. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.